do
I
that.
love doing that to you.
God. And the iPad's back there.
I promised her when I met her a lifetime of adventure.
And an adventure of a lifetime.
That's right.
He did, actually.
We scrawled that in a van.
We did.
We did.
In one of those fantastic wicked vans.
Yeah, you're supposed to, though. You're supposed to scrawl things
Yeah,
in
you're supposed
those.
to leave your mark.
Yeah, so we left ours.
Yeah.
There's probably somebody driving around right now
So,
going,
welcome you
you know,
guys.
I saw these two guys on the Facebook. Oh, this girl and this guy. And they said the exact same thing. It's like, I'll be doggone.
I'll start again. Thank you. So welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun on our 21st of May 2021.
Cancel that.
Yes, don't panic. Your manifesting questions answered live.
Why?
Because it's better than being answered dead.
Yeah, dead
That's what you normally
sucks.
say.
Dead sucks.
So, go to freeneville.com.
221 email is pseudo. Oh, Adelia, sizzle,
Random
all these
goodness.
triple D people. Alice, oh my God.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
You know, when you see someone drinking like half a cup of coffee, and I'm sorry, when you see someone drinking a cheapo cup of coffee or eating half a donut, that's what Manifesting Mastery course costs a day. Right?
Yes.
Right. So you just say, shove that in your pie hole. Change your life, buckwheat. Yo.
Right. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
There's Stella Jim, and Stella in the gym.
That's
Stem
right.
in the jella. Yo, Triple D
And
Lisa. Boom.
Hello,
Look at she missed you.
Oh, thank you,
You
Lisa. That's
need
lovely.
better aim. That's what I found. The better your aim, the less you miss.
Cool.
That's right.
All right.
Darkery.
So will we dive right in?
Well, I think so. Stephanie's here too. Stephanie
I'd like to say
Leanne.
hello to lots of people.
I
You
love
do
saying
that.
hi to our people.
I know you do.
Somebody complained on the Facebook the other day. I love, not the YouTube, no, the YouTubes. They said 3.5 minutes in and you still haven't gotten to the point. It's called, you know what, buckwheat, right? I like talking to people, right? I do, right? Like I find like if you just want a fucking textbook, go buy one, right? So, right. Anyway.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, Victoria,
Yes,
shall we dive in?
we shall.
Enough dicking around.
Yeah, well, it's probably 4 minutes in for that guy
Oh my
now.
God! Yeah, I know. So they're not watching. They'll go, "He's talking about me."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm talking slow because you write slow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the first question today is from Dream Driven Day Martina.
Martina.
No more mistakes. No more middles. I mean, wow, that's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Mistake or a middle.
All right. Ooh.
Martina says, Dear 20, Dear V.
Oh my God! Hold
Hiya,
on.
Martina.
Two-time Tommy's here. We don't have any questions from him today.
Whoa.
What happened to you? I don't think. Maybe we do. Tricker.
check.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing nothing.
It never does it
Right.
when I touch it. When I touch it,
Martina
it doesn't
says-
do what it does when you touch it.
Sorry I've been absent for a while and not following all of your shows. I don't want to deal with middles anymore. My desire is being a mum, despite an advanced age, travelling with my partner and child while writing books. I would like to have a new business, but I don't have a clue what kind of business. It's important for me, having fun and making money while doing what I love and being with my partner and child. I look forward to having my question answered on the show. Thank you, love, Martina.
How cool, because this is the weekend where in the current Triple D we dive into One Greater Than John, doing violence to your desires. And every time we do Triple D, the calls and the course, they're the same, but they're totally different, which is so cool. And so one of the ways that we've noticed that people do violence to their desires is with the rational mind, right? So when I read this, the first thing I do is I go, my desire is being a mom despite advancing age. Dun, 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 dun. Your rational mind says, well, you got to adopt, you got to find one, you got to kidnap one.
Find one.
I mean, you go to the pool, watch when they're not looking, and you fucking take one, right? Yeah, it's called the tuck and chuck. You tuck it and chuck it, right? But the whole thing is, you desire to be a mom.
Yeah.
Imagine being a mom. Imagine what implies you already are. You get it because you're already imagining the reasons why you can't. It's that pesky, rational, reasonable. The rational mind gets in the way. It's so unreasonable, Victoria. So the other thing, I'd like to have a business, but I don't have a clue what kind of business. Wow, how cool is this? Because This is what a lot of people do. They imagine that you're making lots of money. Imagine, here's my thing, right? Really simple, right? Ames chair, traffic, coffee, right? So, here's what I imagine up, right? So I imagine my ass in my super comfy Ames chair, right? Drinking my coffee, listening to traffic. Instead of, if I look at most people driving down our road, they're driving in their car, they're listening to the radio, right? They're pulling me close.
I just thought how you could say listening to traffic, looking at my traffic, as in my traffic on
the
on
thing,
the
sure,
site.
absolutely, yeah.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah. I'm looking at the evidence of what we do,
Yeah.
right? So here's the thing, I feel what would I feel, right? Internally, what's my internal experience of Ames in the ash chair, my coffee, not 7-Eleven coffee, hearing the traffic, not being the traffic, knowing that my core values are satisfied. Right? That's the cool thing. Because what are your core values? Obviously, you want to travel, be a mom, loving partner, all that good stuff. And then the business finds you, because the business is a subset of life. And everybody that gets screwed up on this always gets screwed up because they make the business their special person. Must be, gotta find, or their soulmate, their angel something. What's the twin flame? I gotta find me my twin flame, my twin flame soulmate. It's like, no, you don't. All right, you imagine up a life that you love, and then suddenly you find someone to share it with. I'll be doggone. And she even puts up with me when I'm fuzzy. She even likes it. She pulls on it.
Don't think so.
Goes, come here.
I do it the back hairs.
That's right.
Cool.
My back hairs.
Excellent.
So let's begin there, because you're going to watch how this weaves into all of them, Martina. Really cool. So let us continue.
Cool,
all right. Look at all these people. They're saying things.
There's Galaxy.
Galaxy, Triple D, yo.
Okay. Thank you, Martina, for your question. Yeah, you'll get yours right at the end.
I'll get mine right at the end. Yo, Mike, how you doing, buddy? Boom.
Oh, nice.
Victoria was watching you.
I was.
She was watching you.
On the Two Comma Coffee Club.
Yeah, the Two Comma Coffee
interview
Club. She was watching you. She got halfway through. Then I came
And I
home.
reckon I know when you nailed it.
Yeah.
When you couldn't take a piss in the handicapped toilet.
By
that
the way,
for me was just like, yeah, that's it.
let's talk about ends, right? So what's the difference between a middle and an end? Mike brought it up when he was on the Two Comma Coffee Club show, maybe even without noticing that he brought it up. Because what's the end? I want to be able to take a fucking piss.
Yeah.
Right? It's a quality of life being able to take a piss when you want to take a piss without having to Jesus, fuck. Right? It's like, yeah, I can roll in and take a piss. Right? No middles, no thinking about therapy, or no thinking about, no. Boom. End.
Yep.
End is your friend. Somebody write that down. Hashtag end is your friend. Love you, Mike. So, and your Instas are looking good. I mean, you're cute, man. I mean, you do a good Insta. So, better than me on my Instas. I'm always like in the hot tub looking like this. But cool. Someday I'll. Yeah, that's right. Fuck. What the fuck is that doing it for?
That's what I mean.
All
okay.
right.
The next question's from Gerald.
You get that was a bonus. That was
Facebook.
a bonus. Yeah, Mike showing it. That was a bonus.
Yeah, I know.
That's like bonus segment.
Yeah. The next question's from Gerald on Facebook.
No, it's not. It's Gerald.
Beg yours?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Okay.
I really need this business deal. I approached a certain company and I want to do marketing and promotional clothing for them. So they asked me to do a quote for them. So I'm in the process of doing the quote. However, something occurred to me that I'm not the only one doing a quote for them. I really need to get this deal. It's my bread and butter. Please, any prayer or suggestions?
So I'm talking with a lifeguard, let's rename him Jack at the pool. And Jack's asking me for dating advice. This is so good. Because I'm not good at dating, right? I'm good at relating, right? But I'm not good at dating.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, listen, buckwheat, right? Never chase a woman who's not interested in you. All right? Okay, next question. Just kidding. Good. We'll keep going, right? Gerald. Now check this out. So here's a couple things I noticed. I approached a certain company. I want to do business and promotional marketing for them, yada, yada, yada. I really need to get this deal. It's my bread and butter. This is all special person stuff. This is stalking, right? And you may or may not get to work with them. I know Neville says if you want a certain job, I imagine the desk, all that good stuff. But here's the thing. You got your business, right? Imagine what implies your business is radically successful, right? This whole thing, double your income, work half the time. I keep bringing this up in the podcast. You can go to Neville Goddard podcast if you want to listen to a bunch of them, or 60-second manifesting if you like how I look on short little videos, right? Yeah,
Yes.
me, right?
Yeah.
So, but here's the cool thing, right? Because when you let it be about your business, you will have the perfect clients, right? It may include them, may not, right? Happy, loving husband. Whoa, guess what? I get to be with her, and it keeps the pressure off of her. Versus if I go, first she needs to be mine, then she has to do what I want her to do, when I want her to do it, right? So I want her to be mine, and I want her to do what I want her to do, when I want her to do it, right?
Yeah.
Just gets whacked.
Doesn't work that way.
Versus my whole business model's based on this. Ready? Clients who love what I do, pay what I want, and tell others who do the same. Really simple. It's all about me, right? Clients who, in my business, quote unquote, in my business, my clients love what I do, they pay what I want, and they tell others who do the same. And it's our business. Get what I'm talking about here? But it's all about us, right? Some people, they don't like us. They go, look at him. He's not shaven. He always wears that feather, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter to me.
It's Robin Hood.
Robin in the Hood, right? Yo, Triple D, Barbara, Triple D. So, I really need to get that deal. It's my bread and butter. Again, it just puts you right into stalking mode. It's deadline, right? Without them, I'm dead in the water, right? Other people could be doing the quote. And there's why I bring up lifeguard, right? Because he said, like, don't you think like girls have it easier because guys always want them? And I just, wow, that's fascinating. So you are imagining, that just gets really weirded out on me, right? Because like I'm me, right? And Victoria always wants me. But it's always, all the time.
Always.
All the time. See, I don't got to worry about her doing what I want when I want her to. I just let her do what she wants all the time. With me, right? But here's the thing. When it's all about you, you're not concerned if someone else is giving them a bid, right? I could care less. I mean, I have people tell me all the time, well, I'm thinking about doing this coaching program with someone else. I don't care. What do you want me to do? Cut my prices to deal with you? Right? You're a pain in the ass and you're not giving me money. Right? So notice those things. Let it be about you, all about your business. What would imply your business is doing great, and but stick around. We're going to keep going.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent. So that's for Gerald. Thank you very much for your question.
Gerald. Right. Da, 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 da,
The
da, da,
next
da,
question.
Da, 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 da. Dream driven day alona. Ba 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 bum 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 ba. Go ahead.
Right.
All right.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Alona.
That's what I said.
Dream job manifesting.
Dream driven day alona. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay. So Alona asks, so I felt it real for a new job. Every night I remembered when I worked at my old job. A few weeks later, I manifested a new job. But my new job turned out to be worse than my old job. What went wrong, and how can I manifest my dream job? Well, the dream and new are different. But job I'll be excited to go to. Thank you.
All right, cool. I love the end bit. Okay, drop back. Remember, we were back in Dream Driven Day. We talked about this thing called anticipation, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to bed at night looking forward to tomorrow's work,
Yeah.
right? Or, see, here's what you could do. You could go to bed at night. Imagine waking up looking forward to going to your job, right? Now, I remembered when I worked a shit job when I was actually at the shit job. So I'd be at the shit job cleaning up people that exploded and, falling down and can't get up, that kind of thing. And I would feel that as a memory. That was my way of, like, letting that get behind me, right? But this whole thing of, like, and you say it right at the end, job I'll be excited to go to.
Yeah.
Right? When you're going to bed at night, I mean, like, sometimes I can't sleep. Like, we got a call in the morning, like in a couple days for the Dream Driven Day people, where we're going to no longer do violence to our desires. I won't sleep well that night. I won't mind not sleeping well because I'll be excited about the call. Like, can't wait for it. So when you're going to bed at night, imagine waking up in the morning.
Being excited.
Oof,
Going to work.
that's
Yeah.
right. Boom.
Yep.
So,
Very cool.
by the way, notice again we're staying way out of the middles here. How do you get to that job? Is it the current job? Does this current job change? What happens? We don't know.
Yeah. Your old job comes back.
Yeah, like Victoria said,
knows?
it's all about you.
Yeah.
So,
Very cool.
dream-driven day, Alona.
Thank you, Alona, for your question.
I thought that was good.
Yeah. The next... Now, I don't know how I'm going to pronounce your name for the next person. The next question's from Elif by email.
Elif.
Elif
Elif.
by email. My old cat. And Elif asks, I have a cat and she's old. I want her to be healthier and energetic as she used to be. In this scenario, I can think her old times, but imagining someone telling me she's okay doesn't feel real, actually.
Cool. So I call this the screwdriver method.
Yeah.
So when somebody goes, right, I got a screwdriver and I want to take this tree out of my garden, right? So, oh, this ought to be fun, right? Yeah. How do I imagine my hand not hurting? Because I keep gouging at this tree.
Excuse me.
I keep gouging at this tree with my screwdriver, and it's not going down, right? It's like, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Different tool. Okay, so when you look at Kitty, right, can you feel Kitty being lethargic in the past? Right? Kitty used to be lethargic. Can you feel that? Could you revise? I mean, you watched Kitty take 10 minutes to try to get into bed last night, right? Can you revise that? Kitty just burped, or that kind of thing. The congratulatory conversation, yeah, I mean, like, you might be able to nail that. Who knows? But, I mean, like, you know, gee, your kitty looks really perky, right? Anyway, I was talking about the dating advice with that guy at the pool, so we'll just sort of skip that around. But there's some things that work and some things that are just a little weird, right? So, like, I just noticed, right, yeah, right. If you're not finding, again, always remember too. Neville said when you first start on a state, it may feel like a new set of clothes. Yo. Right, when you first start on a state, it may feel like a new set of clothes, and the more you wear it, the more natural it feels. But, I mean, if the whole thing of, like seriously, when I first moved to Australia, if I would have imagined my mom congratulating me, I am so glad you're in Australia. No, she misses me, right? Now, the funny thing is, as time's gone on, right, and I've imagined my mom happy that I am here, right, so I'm not imagining her congratulating me on my move, but I imagine her happy that I'm here. Yeah, she'll call me up and say, I'm so happy you're there, right? And she's got her reasonings, right?
Yeah.
But it's all good. So don't force it. If one way of approaching it, if the screwdriver and the tree method ain't working, bring out the chainsaw. So let's keep going, but stay tuned. There's more to come.
Okay, cool.
What the
Excellent.
hell?
Thank you, Elif, for your question.
Elif.
Elif.
Elif. You have to put the enunciation on the f.
The next question's from Keziah on Facebook. How to stop thinking the worst. Keziah asks, how do you stop giving life to unwanted things? Or how do I stop thinking of the worst?
Oh my God, I love this because, like, yeah, if you think you've gotten to the worst, you haven't, right? Now, for example, right?
Yeah.
And now here's what happens when we go good, bad, right, wrong. Positive. Got to stay positive versus the negative, right? So it's like, let me get this right. See, so I have to be so I order me a pizza, right? Me and Victoria go out, and she orders food, and I order pizza, right? So I order me a pizza, and so I go, all right, like, how can I screw this up? So let's just screw it up positive and negative. So I imagine it's burned and cold pizza,
Yeah.
with just a little bit of fake cheese on it, right? So and then it's like, well, is that the worst? No. What else could I do? I could put piles of lettuce on it because some people get veggie pizzas. See, I like my salad on the side. See, I have a thing called a pizza and a thing called a salad. The twain shall never meet, right? And so I like meat on my pizza. So it's like, right. So imagine me up a meat pizza, right? So how can I stop imagining the worst? Oh, the meat could be like carved up human bits, right? So it's like it's a cannibal pizza, right? So I wanted me a meat,
Cannibal.
yeah, cannibal pizza, right? So no matter what, you've never gotten to the worst, right? So you say, how can I stop thinking of the worst?
Worst,
You
yeah.
haven't gotten anywhere near the worst, right?
Yeah.
And the way out is to just have a sense of humor. Right? Because if you're imagining the worst, so if I'm imagining saying, "Hey, Victoria, how you doing?" And she goes, "Nope."
Nope.
It's like that's the worst, right? Well, that ain't the worst, right? So what could the worst be, right? Or I make her sound like Minnie Mouse, right, or Mickey Mouse, or Donald Duck. The thing is, if you're imagining the worst, just stop it. Whatever you're doing. Now, here's the thing: how do you imagine the worst? Right? The pizza comes, it's cold and burned. You're looking at the cold and burned pizza. You're worried about a cold and burned pizza. Oh, well, she's eating real food. I'm eating a cold and burned pizza.
Yeah.
You're probably not imagining what implies your wish fulfilled. What implies my wish is fulfilled when I leave a restaurant and I tell her, let's come back sometime. Right? When we have the conversation, we're walking out there. We've done this. We've walked out
Yeah,
the door.
yeah.
It's like, let's come back. This place was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to imagine anything about the food.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
Was the
that's a
pizza
goodie.
old or cold? Did it have human body parts on it or lettuce?
Well, I
Same
don't
thing to
think
me.
so.
Right? Yeah,
If
not
we're
a fan.
saying,
Not
let's
a
go
fan
back.
of any of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I won't imagine that if I move to what implies. But on the other thing, so I think about my lifeguard friend at the pool. So if he's imagining the date, so it's like, yeah, we're on the date, me and the girl. Whoa, this is fun. I'm touching her leg. Oh, it's nice. She hasn't knocked my hand away. Oh, it's nice. Suddenly her boyfriend comes in with a Colt 45.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, no, that's not the worst. He comes in with two friends at Colt 45s. Oh, no, that's not bad enough. A flamethrower, right? And he tortures her first, right? And lets you know what's coming. See, no matter what, it can keep cascading into the worst, as if you're trying to imagine the wish versus if you go beyond the wish. That was good. Right, let's come back. One of the last times we went out with a secret agent man.
Secret agent. Oh, yes.
We went out with the secret agent man.
We did.
And before we got to the restaurant, I imagined telling her, "Let's go back. This was good." Right? And I got a great meal.
You did. You loved
Right?
it.
I loved
Yeah.
my meal. But I didn't imagine the meal, the cook, the cow. Just
Yeah.
take way too much work. So move out to what implies, and you'll notice this whole thing changes a good bit. Beyond the Colt 45. That's right, Cheryl. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much says it. But we're going to continue with the next one
Yep.
because it fits right in.
Well, this is amazing, isn't it? They're all slotted in so far. Okay, thank you, Keziah, for the question. Whoa, Brucey boy.
Keziah.
Hello. You're a bit frisky.
Yo,
Yeah.
go away.
Hang on, maybe I should
go eat your
sit up
brother.
a bit. I'm a bit slunk.
Oh my God.
There you go.
We're shrinking.
Okay. Oh, the next question's from Jessie in Manifesting Mastery. How
Is it?
to stop assuming shit.
Yep, that's it.
Or Jess in Manifesting Mastery.
Yep.
How to stop assuming. And that's the question. How to stop assuming shit.
Yep, cool. Shit almost always comes from trying to imagine the wish. Then you get into the war around the wish versus moving out to what implies the wish is fulfilled.
Yeah, it's just so much the same as Keziah's question,
Yep.
really. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jess was lazy. I think Jess didn't have a question and just was like, well, yeah.
I'll just put this in
Yeah, I'll just
after reading Keziah's.
yeah, just for fun.
Cool.
Out of stuff imagining shit. Yeah, again, a big part of it to me always comes down to humor. Yeah, that whole thing. And here's one of my stock phrases. Ready? And don't use this as an affirmation. Look at me go. If I start heading down a really crazyville, look at me go. Oh my God. And then I add in Richard Branson. Okay? Hashtag Richard Branson. Right? No matter what you got going on. If you're imagining shit, add in Richard Branson, right? So, I'm the lifeguard at the pool. This is my date. We're out. And what happens? Richard Branson rolls in and takes her from me. Fuck. How are you going to argue with the Virgin Airlines guy, right? All right, that's good. So I go to the pool. No, I'm just me. I go to the pool. I'm double T. I'm walking. Everyone's going, yo, double. I'm going, yo, everyone, right? And suddenly Richard Branson walks in the room and nobody looks at me anymore, right? Right? If you're going to imagine shit, add in Richard Branson. Whatever it is, right? I don't care. You're imagining, like Victoria's making a yummy lamb lunch, right?
Because he's coming over.
Oh yeah, and then you guys walk me outside, and you eat it, and you wave at me from the outside. Because
Oh,
outside, yeah, outside, on a table, you put a cold burned pizza with salad on top. Right? It's like, oh, this is wonderful. It's like, oh yeah, look at that. There's Richard Branson eating my lamb.
yeah,
Yeah, oh, and
I don't
Bruce
think
is
so.
going, I love you, Richard Branson. I
He
just
would.
love you. Are you a tradie, Richard Branson? So when in doubt, add Richard Branson in.
Okay,
All right.
there
Or
you go.
brainwave. Oh, what is it? Anyway, Richard Branson. Better fun than brainwave recordings.
Okay,
Who is
cool.
Richard Branson?
Who? Who
Really?
was that?
Yeah, I just saw that roll through. Oh my God, you got to Google that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So somebody put up a photo
Virgin.
of like a virgin.
Okay.
Woo.
Excellent. Thanks, Jess, for your question.
That's right.
The next question is from Jeanette in Manifesting Mastery. Computer games? Question mark. Jeanette asks, so I was listening to one of your earlier videos. You said you and Victoria don't play computer games. Why not?
Generally not. She plays that Scrabble thing. What's it called?
Words with friends.
Yeah, words with
Yeah.
friend. I mean, she has a friend. She plays a word with it. That kind of thing. But here's one of the things I noticed. So in Triple D, we explore what we call the four pillars of power. They're the four happy chemicals. And one of the things that I notice is a lot of people spend a lot of time playing games, getting fake happy chemicals. And here's what I mean. Oh my God, I leveled up. Oh my God, I gotta beat it, gotta beat it, gotta beat it, gotta beat it. And then they wonder, like, yeah, I really don't have anything I'm interested in life. Yeah, here's the thing I notice, right? I'm not saying computer games are bad. I'm not saying the news is bad. I'm not saying jazz music is bad. But if all you do is listen to jazz music while playing computers while eating Cheetos all day,
And listening to the news.
yeah, and while listening to the news or
Probably.
avoiding all those things, so I'm going to avoid all those things and hide in my closet,
Yeah.
you really don't believe. If you really believe, yeah, you're going to be doing things that you really enjoy. And it's sort of like this. I mean, I can make me out with a real woman, or I can look at some prawn, right? Now, whether or not I look at prawn, is one thing. But if I'm looking at prawn 8 hours a day, and she's sitting there next to me, I mean, like, we got a problem, Houston, right? So, like, if you want to play a little computer game, play a little computer game. She plays a little computer game, right? But what I really, it's not that big. It's just words.
Yeah, it's only little.
Yeah, just little, right? But at the end of the day, here's the one thing that I notice: when people habitually, spend 8 hours a day playing a game, right? Spend 8 hours a day watching the news, spend 8 hours a day watching Little House on the Prairie. It's like I found it. It's all Little House on the Prairie, like all Little House all the time, right? Little Laura Ingalls, boom, right? So hey, yo.
I think it's
Okay.
right. He was pretending.
Yeah, they was pretending. Yeah. So, yeah, pretending what? That's the question. But here's my here's my counter question. Yeah, the whole thing of like, notice if you're using anything to distract yourself from your doubt, because a lot of people do, right? Again, if you want to play computer games, go for it. But if you're doing it to the point where it's like, yeah, I really don't have any interest, I really don't have any desires, yeah, you do, right? But you doubt you can get them. So that's why I sort of toss that in once in a while. So, yep,
Cool.
I spend 8 hours a day on Instagram, but I can't make one post to promote my business. I keep looking at kitty photos.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
me some kitty photos. Won't get a real cat though. Anyway, yes. All right. So I think that was fun.
That was fun. That was great.
Thanks.
And that was for Jeanette. So
Yo,
thank you
Jeanette.
very much for your question.
Welcome to another show.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. He is here. So the next question's from a Dream Driven Day Tommy.
See, I told you he was here. That sneaker tricker.
How to feel. Tommy asks, how to feel your way into any state.
So you did Dream Driven Day. I'd explore those happy chemicals in some cool ways. But here's the thing that I always notice really, really helps. Implies. How do you feel yourself in any state? What would imply your wish is fulfilled? Really nail explore what implies. And what implies is always going to come down to something simple. Season 2 of Trying is now on Apple Television. For you guys that want to know, do you have any idea what that is? I have no idea what that is. I don't even know. I don't even know why we have Apple TV. I look and half of it's like showing you all the shit on your other apps. It's like, right.
Right.
Yeah, how to feel yourself into any state, really just notice what would imply. Just go to the 4 happy chemicals. What combination of those would imply? What implies? This is what gets you out of the middles. The same thing. Yeah, it's a middle trying to work my way into what I would feel if I were in, get that's all head. How would you fall asleep at night if your wish were fulfilled? How would you wake up in the morning if your wish were fulfilled? Again, how would I fall asleep at night? I'd feel very important.
Yeah, because I know Neville always used to say that you state it's like wearing
is.
a new garment, and you've got to sort of, your new clothes, they always feel a bit starchy and they don't fit your body proper, right from the word go. And yeah, we need wiggle. We need to wiggle into it.
Wiggled into it, snuggled
Yeah.
into it. And remember those happy chemicals. That's the big thing. Like I really notice. It'll be cool to watch in like 5 years when everyone's copying that. Yeah, because we came out with it. Nobody else was talking about it. But as they copy it and water it down versus exploring it deeper, yeah, boom. So
Cool,
I
excellent.
like to move it.
Okay, so thank you, Tommy, for your question.
Boom.
Oh, where did it go?
Right. Got me a dog.
Hey.
What? Ow! Kisses. All right, we'll kiss you later. We'll play Kissy Boys on the bed after the show. What do you say? After the show, we'll play Kissy Boys. What do you say? Ow! Ow! Oh, you're a kissy boy.
Okay. So the next question's
What?
from Sonia.
Okay, you gotta go. I'm sorry,
that's
Bruce.
enough now.
I'm sorry, Bruce. Gotta go, buddy.
We can't do a show like this. Off your pop.
That's right.
Off your pop. Sit down.
That's right. Only one unprofessional behavior per show.
Come on.
And Mama did it.
All right. So the next question's from Sonia, and 20's titled it "Action?" Question mark.
It's good to.
Is it or can I stop here?
Don't know.
Okay. And Sonia asked this action. How does it feel when feeling and acting from the wish fulfilled? I've seen sometimes the idea of the law of action that should go along with law of attraction. What is Neville's interpretation? I never got a clear picture of this concept in his teachings.
This is a middle. So I was imagining being at home. And I was also imagining a very successful business. So one day I get this brilliant idea, right? For a couple bucks, I'll make you a custom recording with the rights to resell it to whoever I want to. So I'm imagining being at home. I was imagining very successful business, and I was too lazy to do market research. Right? And so here's what happens. I wake up with this idea. Cool, make this little offer. And so I make this little offer. Through this little offer, I meet her. Through meeting her, I find home. Through finding home and being with her, we build the empire. With all of that, I had no clue that I was taking quote-unquote inspired action or right action. See, when you nail the states of your wishes fulfilled, you stumble along during your day doing what you do. Right? This whole thing of like, I'm waiting to be wake. This whole inspired action thing that people talk about, it's all happy, happy, joy, joy, and suddenly this enlightened angel bullshit. It's like, skip all that. Yeah, if you're in the states of your wish fulfilled, like I give life to half a dozen to a dozen wishes before I get out of bed. I just stumble through my day and do what I do. The question is, do you know you're in the state of your wish fulfilled? If you are in the state of your wish fulfilled, like Neville says, all that you do, all that befalls you will simply happen. And that's the cool thing, because all that you do and all that befalls you simply happens. You're not going, am I doing inspired action or not? What does it feel like? What could it feel like? What does it not feel like when I'm not doing it? That's all head. It takes you right into the middle. Versus puppies, right? If you've nailed it, you know you've nailed your wish, and that's it. Boom. You just, Carolyn says it really good here. I don't even notice, right? If you have, if you've got a bunch of buns in the oven, you don't have time to notice. Well, am I taking the action on this bun or that bun or this bun? Which bun is on? You just do things, and that's the big thing. Because like Victoria will, she'll go shopping for her mother, right? It's like, all right. She'll go shopping and she'll come home and she'll go, oh my God, I saw this plant. Right? The state of loving, happy garden girl has her notice the plant. She thinks she's going shopping for her mother. She's actually going to find a plant, but she doesn't know this. She doesn't leave the house, having heard guidance or something like that. And she just, boom. She just goes through her day doing what she does. And that's the brilliancy of this stuff, because otherwise you have to micromanage everything.
Micromanage.
Yep. Is it inspired action or not? Yada, yada, yada. Boom. So.
Ashley liked that gold.
Ashley, you would like it. Bam. All right. And we'll be talking tomorrow. We'll be talking.
Oh, yeah.
You, me, and Brian.
And Brian,
Dr. Brian.
Yeah.
We'll be talking. It'll be good fun. All right.
Excellent.
So,
yeah, that was for Sonia.
yeah, how does it feel when feeling acting from the wish fulfilled? Yeah, you don't notice it. Yeah, you just do it. Boom. All right.
Excellent. Thank you for your question.
Which leads us to your next question, which
Oh,
is
it
cool.
is the same one, is it?
Yes.
Because that had Sonia and that didn't. Okay, got you.
Yes.
You're trying to trick me.
Nah, I just was lazy. Maybe you deleted it. Who knows?
No, I didn't.
She hasn't been here. She hasn't been here on the show for a whole week, right? It's sort of like when I don't see Cube. Cube had a date yesterday.
Yes.
And I was ruthless with him this morning. Like I missed it.
You're
He didn't go to the pool, right? And so I have all this pent up. And it's like, oh, there he is. I'm getting out of the car, swinging with both hands, right? I'm just going for the gusto, right? That's the kind of guy I am.
Okay. The next question is for Manifesting Mastery Sonia.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
How to tell when manifesting a middle. Sonia asks, how do you recognise you're giving life to middles instead of ends?
You have a lot of this going on. I'm trying to figure it out. Right? You also be stuck in the hows and the who's and the whens. Right? Versus right. I mean, if you've moved to what implies your wish has been fulfilled. Yeah, I've experienced the yum for lunch already. Done. Right? Manifesting a middle. Okay, I'm imagining Victoria pulling the right 6 little things, not the garlic things, but the other things, but you can use the other things and the garlic things both, yeah. And then she has to cut the right things, so imagine her snipping. Yeah, one thing that I always notice with middle addicts, that they end up like, right, so I imagine Victoria's yum, and I call it a day, I go to the pool. But if I'm manifesting up middles, well, I got to make sure I imagine her clipping the rosemary and cutting the vegetables, and so I've got 42 imaginal acts. I'm really busy. This feels like work. Versus yum, boom. It's easy to surrender to the yum. You have to persist in a whole bunch of middles. So that's what I'd notice, and that we're 4 inches shorter now.
We are.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. This is how I can tell we're getting to the end of the show. Yeah, as soon as my hat reaches the bottom of the books, it's like we're in overtime. So we've reached the top of the book stack. You see that? We're one down, or the DVD, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You see that? All right.
Cool.
And those people that just want me to get to the point, they're going to be nuts going, look at him. He's checking his hat level on the DVDs. Right? It's like being stuck in the middle, like all the time. Looking, how far do we got to go till the show's over? Yeah, we're on DVD number 1. See, when we get down to there, it's definitely closer to over.
Okay, thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, Sonia.
For your question.
Great to hear from you.
And the last question today is from Dream Driven Day Gaza. Your least favourite Neville quote.
I'm thinking Neville quote should be in brackets, but I'm not sure. But we'll have fun with this no matter what, Gaza.
So Gaza asks, other than the ladder exercise, what is your least favourite Neville quote or lesson that people seem to miss?
And so I'm going to assume you're talking about E.O. Locker Jr. His ladder exercise, where E.O. Locker Jr. says, Neville says, walk around saying, I will not climb a ladder, I will not climb a ladder, I will not climb a ladder. And if you don't get locked up and have to use a ladder to escape from the rubber room, right, then suddenly it's like, wow, it's 4 years later and I found myself climbing a ladder, right? I don't get it. Fat Guy said a few things that are just weird, and if you watch his other videos, in my opinion, yeah, he definitely needs 302'd, right? Just, yeah. But that's beside the point.
Right.
So it's my least favorite Neville quote lesson that people seem to miss. One that I wish people would miss is that whole 4D versus 3D thing, because people get so stuck at, well, my 4D isn't making any progress with my 3D, and my 3D seems to be combating my 4D, and it's like a Power Rangers episode. And then somebody sends me an email about some other Neville teacher that's talking about 5D and 6D, and at 6D, that's where the aliens have shown up, like honest to God, right? And my brain just goes, I'm just trying to order a pizza, right? Victoria's yum. I mean, she orders food, I order pizza, right? I don't have to think about 4D or 3D. I'm just pepperoni and anchovies, extra cheese, crispy crust. Oh,
Yum.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Jesse, what's the difference between 4D and 5D? I don't know, but either at 5D or 6D, that's where the aliens come in, right? And I'm not making fun of the people that the lady that emailed me or the guy that emailed me. I forget which on this, but it's like, fuck, man. Like anyone who has time to like, I've gotten in touch with the aliens at the 5D or the 6D level. It's like, you know, look at me.
Yeah.
Right, look at me, right?
Yeah.
It's like, man, you're not putting enough attention on her,
Yeah.
right? You know, so you know that would probably be my other one. Yeah, that whole thing of like, and I know Neville I think it was in one, maybe 2.5 lectures where he said something about 4D or 3D, and I get it, right? I mean, it's a good way to sort of look at things, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, for fudge's sake, what do you want? What do you hunger for? What would imply you already have it? What would imply you already are that person? Right? And if you find yourself imagining negative things, quote unquote, you're probably stuck in the middle. And if you're stuck in the middle, add in Richard Branson. I mean, he's so cute.
Cool.
But meanwhile, Victoria,
Yes.
I think I am going to take another swig of my nice, warm choco tea.
Sweet. Excellent. So that was for Gaza. Thank you very much for your question.
Thanks, Gaza. Boom.
Yep. And what we'd like to know now is tell
Yes,
us
yes.
what was your hashtag strawberry bit.
Victoria, what was your hashtag strawberry bit? I keep getting shorter. Look at that. See? Almost down to the second book.
It's
the third book.
I was thinking of the last question, the 70 times 7, and it's not that it's my least favourite, but it bugs me how people take that literally, thinking I've got to do it
How many
490 times.
Every day,
And-
I imagine my one wish.
And then I really get how, while they're still doing that, it's like 70 times 7 means you've nailed it. And you've nailed the end, like of the wish fulfilled. And so many of these were relating to middles and getting stuck and, or what have you. And so I just sort of put them all together right there as my strawberry bit.
Cool.
Tell me, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Jess just put up hashtag 20 called me lazy.
Oh, cool.
You know, here's my hashtag strawberry bit. Humor.
Yeah.
So many people don't get us
Yep.
because they want to be serious, right?
Actually, I'll bags that one too. Yeah, that
Humor.
is really good. Yeah.
You know, it's funny to me because here's the pattern I notice in the quote unquote the law of attraction. I'm going to do something really silly to make something really serious happen, right? So I'm going to walk around, I'm going to play with rocks in my fucking pocket, right? I'm going to put sticky tape on a board with photos so that I can win the lottery so that everything will be okay. So let me get this right. You're going to play with something. You're going to put your hands in your pockets and play with something. Let's call them rocks. You got my third rock. And then you're going to put sticky tape on paper, right? You're going to ruin my environment, right? You're going to have more shit to put into a landfill, right? Otherwise known as a vision board, right? So you make your vision board. You do all this silly stuff to make serious things happen. Versus, right, what does Neville say to do? Imagine the experience. What implies your wish has been fulfilled. All right, next. Boom. Right, nice and sweet, nice and short, nice and just cool. It's like our little comments here. One of the things that I imagine up all the time were the comments on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, numbers are fun, but comments are better because comments, like, we get to actually interact a little bit with you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
I know sometimes it's hard for us to see them, but yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Adelia, head is the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. Pesky little right, wrong, good, bad. All right.
Cool. Excellent. So, favourite hour, hashtag strawberry beats.
Yes.
Or you type in yours.
What are you doing in the corner?
I don't know. Is he looking for Emmett? Go to freeneville.com.
221 email pseudo.
Random goodness.
You know, if you put your info in the box and you click the thing, we'll send you an email. And if we send you the email and you click on the link, if you find it in junk or spam, take it to where it belongs and click the link, and we'll email you something every day till one of us dies, or I grab you by the face. Look at my dog. Look at my dog. Look at my dog.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You've done that one.
Yeah. Cheapo cup or a half of a something.
Yeah.
That's right.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Over 1,000. Boom, boom, chaka-laka, boom, 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 chaka-laka.
Cool.
That's right. Yo, Gazza. Oh, Gazza just said he woke up, I think.
Oh,
dude. You missed it.
We just did your question.
That's right.
The last one.
Oh, look at the conversation. Where Gazza's in there. Is Gazza in the box? Did you look for Gazza in the box? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll play Kissy Boy on the bed in a minute.
Okay.
Right.
Have a great day, night, you guys. Weekend.
Just says you missed a goodie. I wasn't sure if that was goodie or a goofy. So it's got me a dog in my face. Got me a dog.
I think he's talking to Gazza.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll catch you next week.
Love you guys. See ya.
See ya.